coming.
Thank God.
I'm fucking wicked, boys. I'm zooming. I'm zooming. How are you guys? I'm so happy to be home. Holy fuck. Oh my god, I don't know what that was. That was crazy. My heart's like racing right now. Oh my god. I'm so happy to see you guys. Earl, no! Get off my shit, man. You son of a bitch.
So
I
glad
really
to
didn't
see
expect
you.
to get that. I was crazy, man. I don't know what happened. I got on my wheelchair and I saw all you guys just having wicked steer, like wicked or something. And for some reason, it got me all emotional. I don't know what that was.
LETSGO, welcome back.
Oh.
Good to see you. Stoopzz
I think it's just been really hard. And so I'm just so happy to be home, you know? Maybe I should start from the top. So when I literally was going from this pool bar area, I hadn't even checked into my room yet. I was just trying to go to the bathroom and I slipped, dude, so fast.
Thank God.
I don't know what the fuck was on that staircase. It was not a normal slip, man. I slipped so fucking fast, dude. I don't know what was on that staircase. There was no signs or anything, man. I slipped like boom, and my foot just launched, like. And I don't remember how I landed or anything, but all I remember is when I landed and I heard a fucking crunch, dude. Like I heard a crunch really bad, you know, like I could hear it.
Welcome
and
back,
then
Bravo.
I'm just fucking like, I'm flopping around like I don't know what to do. I remember, and I looked down at my leg and my leg was like popped out. And I remember when I looked at it, I was like, holy fuck, that's not my leg. You know, like it was kind of one of those moments where it was like out, you know, I'm like, that's not my fucking leg. I remember when it happened, I was like, holy fuck, and everyone's like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I'm like, that's not my leg. And then there was this girl and she's like, oh my god, it looks so gross. And I'm like,
hello,
fuck
Mr.
you, bitch,
Stoopzz.
you know?
Wish you a
Like,
speedy
are
recovery.
you fucking,
Good to see
you know what I mean? That's in my head, you know? Like, that's my fucking leg. Fuck you, bitch, you know? Because I'm looking at it like, I don't want to know that, you know?
Damn, you looking wicked
It
today.
takes like
I am sorry
45
for what
minutes for
happened,
this
bro.
fucking dude,
Happy
from
to
this
see you and
ambulance
hope
to
for a
get
speedy
there.
recovery,
This
Stoopzz
resort
well.
like doesn't know what's going on. The ambulance fucking gets there after a long time, and there was this fucking guy, dude. There was a doctor who's on vacation. Who does I don't even know what kind of doctor he was. I think
Glad
he
to
does. I
see
don't
you
even know
back,
what he
my
was,
man.
but there was this phony ass doctor, and I knew he was phony. He was drunk too. And he kept touching my fucking leg. It turns out this guy, after everything, was like, he said he was a doctor and he
Glad
does this
to
all
see
the
you back,
time.
man.
Turns out he was a fucking like an eye doctor, but he was sick, like a vision doctor or something. But he kept touching my fucking leg and he was super drunk. But he was pretending, he's like, yeah, I do this all the time. And then he kept going like, don't apologize, bro, don't apologize. And I'm not even saying the phrase, I'm sorry. I'm like, fuck. And he's like, don't apologize, bro, don't apologize. Like, it's you don't have to apologize, you don't have to apologize. I'm like, bro, I'm not even saying I'm fucking sorry. And everyone's fucking putting water on my body, like hot water, like on my body or something, and he's just dumping a cup of cold water on my fucking face randomly, and I'm like, bro, stop. You know, like, fucking stop. And he touched my leg. I'm like, stop touching my leg. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, man. And then the fucking craziest part was I'm yelling at people to pop my leg back into place because I'm thinking
Welcome
my leg's
back, handsome
dislocated because it's
Ellie Bear
hanging
Love.
off my fucking body. I'm looking at it like, that's not normal. And I thought it was popped out. And I'm telling everyone to pop it back into place. Good thing they didn't, because the funny part was he's like, don't worry, man. You know what? Like, the good news is, bro, is you didn't fracture your leg. It's only dislocated. So you're gonna go to the hospital. They're gonna pop it back in place, and you're gonna be good. And then when I get to the hospital, they're like, Oliver, I'm sorry to tell you that you fucking fractured it.
Thank God.
I'm like, no, you know. And the
Salute.
fucked up part is, the crazy thing is, I'm sitting there, they're just taking 45 minutes for this fucking ambulance to get there. I don't know why it took so long. The guy goes to inject me with like morphine or some fucking something, and he puts it in my, I don't know why. He chooses right here. You guys see how fucking veiny I am, right? I'm the veiniest motherfucker in the world. Finding a vein on me, finding a vein on me is not that hard. Okay, you can see in my fucking neck, right? This motherfucker picks my hand to put the shot in, and he misses, dude. He fucking misses. This motherfucker misses. And he's like injecting the shit in fucking. He fucking misses, dude. And I'm screaming, dude. I'm screaming, dude. I'm screaming. And my fucking brother, I remember he goes like, don't let him see you in pain, bro. Don't let him see you in pain. And I'm like, eat my dick, bro. This hurts so bad. I remember I was like, don't let him see you in pain. I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to get home. Holy shit. So when I get there, I don't know what to do. You know, they tell me I fractured my hip.
Missed your energy and
This
glad you are
doctor
recovering
that comes in, I'm in
pushing.
Mexico, man.
My
I don't know
friend
what to do. Like, do I try to get home? My insurance, still, I don't know what's going on. I don't think my insurance is going to cover it, long story short, but we're trying to see if the hotel is going to cover it. But the guy tells me, goes, hey, it's going to cost $60,000.
Thank God.
You might have a limp for the rest of your life. It's very common. One of your legs is going to be longer than the other. All of these things back to back to back. Oh, and if you try to leave, you might get a blood clot that goes to your lungs. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on, dude? Like, I thought it was fake, you know? I'm sitting here like, is this fake? My brother and I are looking at each other like it's a movie or something. You know, like, we're like, is this, I'm like, is this real? Like, I thought I was dreaming. And then people are telling me that I shouldn't have my surgery in Mexico. I got to go somewhere else. And I don't know what to do, you know? I don't know what to do. I don't know what the best course of action is. I'm scared that I'm gonna get this blood clot. And so I call a few other doctors, my friends, family friends, and they're telling me that I shouldn't leave either. And that as long as it's not a hip replacement, because I'm too young to get a hip replacement, you know, it's some nails and rods, you know, go do it. So we made the decision to just do the surgery there. Just pay out of pocket and do the surgery there. So the next morning I go under. Dude, I remember the guy was giving me the anesthesia or something. And it ended up being $43,000. It ended up not being the 60 bands. Like I said, the guy was just giving me the everything. It ended up being $43,000, including like all my shit to stay and everything. And it was really funny. It was really funny because first of all, I'm like, what do you just expect people to have? Like $43,000? Like, I don't understand. Like, how does that work? Like, what if I didn't have the money? And I ended up giving them my Igu Baba card, my Stoopzz Igu Baba card. And I remember she asked me, she's like, so what do you do for a living? And I'm like, oh, I play video games for a living. She's like, are you famous? I'm like, no, I'm like a D-list celebrity. And then I gave them my Stoopzz Igu Baba card. But yeah, I don't know what they expect people to do. Like, how they expect people to afford that. I mean, this is why I never bought an Esther weapon, right? You know what I mean? So I could afford getting a new fucking hip. This is why I never got a plus 25 weapon for plus 25 weapon, boys. So I could get a new fucking hip, you know?
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Bunny here.
I have an Esther leg. I've got a fucking Esther 8 leg, boys. I don't need a hip. I don't need a weapon, dude. I got it in my fucking leg, man. The guy, I remember, he gave me a little bit of the, he put a little bit of the anesthesia or some kind of shit like in my, it was an injection, but he's like, I'll give you something, stuff in my IV. And I start getting really loopy. And then I'm like, oh, okay, like I can feel like I'm starting to get out of this before my surgery. And then he ends up putting, he's like, then I get in the room and he's like, hug me. So I hug this dude, and this guy's got a little belly. He got this big ass Buddha belly. So I was like resting my head on his Buddha belly. And then they inject me in the back with this, like, I don't know what it was, this like anesthesia shit. And then I just remember like going out, like, and then I remember, the only thing I remember before that, after that, was he's like, don't let go, don't let go, don't let go. Because I guess I was letting go. He's like, don't let go. And then the other thing I remember was just me hearing a fucking saw, like, I could hear it, but I don't know if that was in my dream or I could hear it from the surgery. I don't know what it was. It might have been me dreaming, but I heard like a fucking saw going off. And then that was it. And then I woke up.
Get better, Stoopzz.
And then the
Much
doctor
love.
was talking to me and he was like, I don't remember him telling me this, but I told my brother this because I called my brother after my surgery because I was so zonked, you know? And he was like, he said, yeah, your surgery went well, or pretty well, but he said it was really fucking bad. Like your fracture was really bad and we had to use bone. We had a bone graft where you like fill in bone with using caliber or some shit. So they like sprayed in some bone or something.
Glad to have you home, buddy.
And you know what was really fucking funny, dude? Also, I don't know if this was a coincidence, but they asked me what I do for a living, and then I told them, and then 10 minutes later, they gave me this super room, dude. I'm not even kidding. It was weird. She's like, what do you do? And I told her what I do for a living, and I was like, yeah, I was sending it. I was like communicating like my viewers and stuff like that was going on. I swear, it's like, oh, we're gonna move you rooms. And I was in this fucking like shitty ass room, dude. I was in this like small ass room where people were coming in. Like I was like, it was sweaty and hot and shit.
Thank God.
And then they moved me into this crazy ass fucking room.
Welcome back, Snail or Dink Dong.
And it was crazy, dude. After that, it was, the shitty part was, I remember, oh, one of the things that sucked, my brother was trying to bring me food when I was in there, and I was scared to eat tacos because I knew if I ate tacos, I'd have to take a shit, and I was trying to not take a shit when I was in there, man, because I was scared, you know, because I couldn't walk, and I was so scared to take a dump. Like, I was terrified because I knew if I had to take a dump, I'd be in so much fucking pain.
12.
You know? So I didn't want to eat any food. My brother's like bringing me cake. I'm like, nah, I can't eat that shit. So I was eating just like nothing, really.
Thank God.
And then eventually I just had to take a dump. I couldn't hold it anymore. And of course, it's like 3 female nurses taking me to the bathroom so I could take a shit. And I'm fucking in so much pain, dude. They're like, I'm trying to use this walker. She's grabbing my leg. My gown's coming off. And I'm in pain. And my ass is exposed. I'm like, can you close up my fucking gown? Like, shit, like this is all fucked up. My gown's falling off and I'm trying to get there. And then I'm trying to sit on this fucking toilet and I need one of them to lift my leg and she has to get down and my balls are just straight out, dude. Like this is she's like my bad leg, she has to lift it up and my gown's coming off. And fuck, did you know the fucked up part too, man, is before I went on this trip, I asked myself, I'm like, should I shave before I go to Mexico? I'm like, fuck it, man. I'm just gonna be drinking pina coladas and shit. I'm not gonna be talking to no girls. Who gives a shit? I ain't shaving at all. So it's looking like fucking Bin Laden's beard down there. And then I'm lifting up my leg and she's fucking down there. It's like Jumanji, dude. It's fucked up. It's fucked up, dude. It's so fucked up. But I was crying, dude, because the pain was so hard, dude. The pain was so heavy, like it was so painful that I was crying because it was so hard to take a shit, man. To sit down on the toilet, I was crying in pain. And I was like, I'm never doing that again. Like I was scared. Right then I knew like it's gonna be it's gonna be hard, you know? Because I can't even go to the bathroom.
Get well soon, Stoopzz people.
With the help of like 3 people. But dude, like 2 days later, you know, 2 days later, I got a little bit of the walker right here.
Welcome back, man.
I was able to kind of get around the room a little bit, you know, a little bit, just hopping around. It was really painful. But then I did like some physical therapy and she taught me a technique on how to get off the bed with the walker. And so one day I had to take a shit and I was just like, you know, I'm gonna try to get to the bathroom. And so I just fucking sent that shit across the room and I was able to lower myself down onto the toilet using the rails. And I took a shit by myself. Well, one guy helped me a little bit, but then when I got home, I took a shit by myself, straight up, just all by myself, dude. And you have no idea, man. That was the best shit of my life, dude. You know, because especially when you get home, because you know when you go travel, right? Like when you go travel, it's kind of hard to take a dump. Like it's a little bit different. You're not in your own environment. So when I got home, dude, I fucking unleashed, baby. I was, I just let it go when I got home. And now I've been solo going to the bathroom. I'm able to sit in the chair. Like this morning, I set up all this shit by myself, man. I got out of the bed this morning. I brushed my teeth this morning. I was able to make it to the bathroom to brush my teeth. I went to I took a shit. I was able to kind of get dressed myself this morning and everything. Set up this whole stream myself this morning, you know? So it's the progress, you know, from where I started and everything and to where I'm at today it's been a lot, man. I made a lot of progress in the past week, you know? I don't know what it's gonna be like stream wise and how much I'm gonna be able to stream, how many hours I'll be able to do, you know. But I'm gonna try my fucking best, you know, to not overdo it, but I'm gonna try, you know. I don't want to let this it's gonna make me that's gonna get me down more than anything. I need to stream. I want to stream. I want to be around. I want to do stuff. I want to have like some purpose in what I'm doing. Because just sitting there all day eating food and watching fucking movies and shit, that's depressing for me, man. I've been watching King the Land. King the Land, is that what it is? This K-drama? And I sat there one day and I was just fucking which is, by the way, it was the #1 rated show in Mexico. I was fucking on Netflix in Mexico, right? And I went through top rated shows in Mexico. You know what the top rated shows were, boys? The top rated shows was Demon Slayer, Baki, like Life After Marriage was like another anime, and like King the Land. Like these are the top rated shows in Mexico. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Like where, you know? Sam, thank you, man. Thank you, man. The weebs are everywhere in Mexico, apparently, dude. Yeah, when I was sitting there watching, Saint's been great, dude. He's been helping me like get up and down the stairs, and he's been ordering stuff. He built me a nightstand. He installed the bars on my toilet so I can get up and down. He built me my walker, man. God. And honestly, I was a little worried. You know, I'm like, fuck, dude, I don't know if he knows how much work this is gonna be, but he's been great. And then he's been sitting in my room just watching movies and anime with me. Like he's been just sitting, he's been falling asleep in my chair. You know, just chilling, falling asleep in my chair, knocking out, like hasn't slept, but just keeping me company. My mom's been here. She's been sleeping in the other guest room for the past 3 nights. She's been feeding Earl.
Thank God.
And she helped me shower the first few days. Now I'm able to get in the shower almost by myself. I still need somebody because it's, you know, wet and it's a little scary, but
much love, man.
She's been helping me shower, cleaning my bandages and shit. And so it's been a lot of, you know, team effort and stuff like that. She's not here right now. She's at the doctor's, and my mom's pretty sick too. So, you know, she's got like arthritis, peripheral artery disease. She's got a lot of stuff going on, and she's still here helping me out. Took me to my doctor's appointment. But when I was sitting there watching the anime with Saint and everything, I was getting depressed. I'm like eating food off my chest. I'm like, I can't live like this, bro. So I'm gonna try my fucking best to like be here as much as I can. You know, I don't know how long I'll be able to sit for. I want to play games, dude. I've missed playing games. I haven't played any games. So this month my plan is to obviously do a con when it launches here. I don't know what's going on with BDO. I haven't been in it in a second. There's a bunch of updates and Clash. I think I'm gonna try playing a new class this month.
Avatar
I want to try like learning a new one because I don't know if I'm gonna stick with Warrior. I'll talk more about that later. I'm gonna try a few other things
better and hope things are better to come.
Going on this month as well, and I just miss playing games, you know. And I'm gonna try my best, you know. It might be less hours at the start because last month, the last 30 days I checked before I went on my vacation, I streamed almost 300 hours. So it'll be less for a little bit. So I appreciate you guys all being here, and just and also I just want to quickly say I'll tell you a few stories. I know I'm all over the place. This is not the best storytelling. I don't know, I'm just so frazzled. But I want to thank you guys so fucking much, man. All of the messages that you guys sent me, dude, and just in the Discord, it was crazy, man. I mean, just all of the messages. I read all of them. I read every single fucking one. I didn't reply to all of them.
You are doing great.
Because I couldn't reply to all of them, you know. It was like I was so tired, and I felt bad just sending like a peepo heart back to every single one of them. But man, there were so many, and I appreciate that a lot. When I got home from the hospital, from the,
Dude,
when I got to
so happy that
the
you're
resort,
back.
right?
We
I'm trying
all
to,
missed your
I
energy.
just get back
Speedy
on
recovery
the
back, my
balcony.
friend.
I never even checked into my hotel or whatever. So I'm sitting there and I gotta pee. And when I gotta pee, boys, I gotta pee in this jug. I have a gamer jug I pee in. And so I'm trying to pee in this jug. And I'm like, hey, Nikki, can you go somewhere else? I need to pee in this thing.
God.
So I pull down my pants to pee in this jug. My cock's inflated and not the right way. It looks fucking like a goddamn alien, dude. I don't know what's going on. It looks inflated in all the wrong ways, and I'm freaking out, right? Because I just got home from the hospital. I'm like, what is going on? It looks fucked up. Like it's weird, right? So I WhatsApp my surgeon, and I'm telling him like, hey man, like something's wrong, like with my down there.
I am so happy to see you back.
And he's
Mr.
like,
at
send me a
Stoopzz,
picture.
Stoopzz love.
And I'm like, fuck, man, I've never sent anybody a dick picture before. This is not the first type of dick picture that I want to send. You know what I mean? So I'm sitting there, and it looks like a goddamn creature. And I'm like, fuck, dude.
Welcome back.
And
Wish
I
you
haven't
a speedy
shaved either, right? So this
recovery,
thing just looks all bad, dude. And then he replies back to me, it's normal. I'm like, that shit is not normal, motherfucker. I've never seen, what do you mean it's fucking normal? That shit is not fucking normal. It's not normal, dude. It's normal is the response. But it turns out that there's just so much fluid going through my leg. It was so inflated that it's like circulating through my surgery area. And it's gone now. It went down, but it was crazy. Also, I'll show you guys my leg. Look at this, dude. There was so much fluid on the plane. My leg inflated like a fucking balloon, dude. My leg inflated like a balloon. Look at guys, my regular leg. Look at this fucking leg. Look at the upper thigh. That was on the airplane. You know what I mean? It was just so fucking inflated. My calf swelled up. I mean, it looks like a fucking normal leg. You know what I mean? But my leg's so motherfucking skinny, man. I mean, I'm like, shit, is this what it's like to have a normal calf? But anyway, I went to go see the doctor. He removed my stitches. He said the surgery looks okay. There's some things that could be troublesome in the future, to be honest. He said that like the rod is a little too high, unfortunately, but he said that I could get it removed. He said it might not give me problems, but it could give me problems in the future when I'm like 60 or 70, but I could get it removed. I don't know. We'll see. He said it's too early to tell. He said this is a little too high, but that's fine. He said you might not even notice it. That's one shitty part about it, but he said it's very rare that it goes perfect anyway. He wasn't too stressed about it, but he said, I just want to be honest. It's a little too high. You may not notice it. You may notice it. Time will tell, but it's not going to be crazy or anything. You might just feel it there. He said it's very deep in the tissue. Artillerist cosplay. Yeah, this is like artillerist cosplay, man. It is like artillerist cosplay. Oh, but you know what's fucked, man? You know what's fucked is after I left that place, I wanted to give all of those nurses a hug because I swear they were like my family for a week, man. They were like dead ass like my family for a week, feeding me all the time and changing my blankets and helping me shower. They had to help me bathe. The first time I had to shower, I showered laying down on the thing, right? So I'm laying there and they're like using the scrub on me and shit. Crazy job, dude. Nurses are insane, man. Insane, dude. Can't thank them enough. Like being a nurse, what a fucking profession that is, dude.